So to prepare for the GMAT, the first thing I did was to go to the website, and I used the official guide for the GMAT to prepare the exercises.
I have used Kaplan test preparation as well as GMAT official review, from which I have both from the MBA.com, as well as some computer adaptive tests from which I downloaded from Princeton Review, as well as Beat the GMAT.
The most amazing thing I found to prepare myself for the GMAT was these mobile applications that I downloaded into my iPhone, and you can browse them and do little exercises, and they have flashcards with the essentials that you need to memorize, and you can practice wherever you are, whenever you have a little bit of free time.
I studied for 3 weeks, from which I dedicated 5 hours on weekdays and 10 to 11 hours on weekends.
1 month and a half. And for that period, I tried to study every day after work.
It took around 2 months for my preparation, and I started with brushing up all my concepts, especially for the verbal section as well as for the quantitative section. And once I was comfortable with all the concepts, I gradually moved on to practicing questions individually, and then gradually moved on to practicing the whole test.
In the exam day, my biggest challenge was to keep up the pace.
My biggest challenge on the day of the exam was time management. Keeping track of the time is an important thing.
To keep pace. Eventually you get to a question that is more time consuming, and you really need to know when to stop and move on. That was my biggest challenge.
Definitely I would have prepared with more time in advance.
Probably because I have a little bit of hard time on the quantitative section. A course with a tutor, you know, a human tutor, that would be helpful, I guess.
I would attend a specific GMAT course in the MBA center.
You have to practice and practice and practice and do it over and over again.
Practice, practice, practice.
Practice, practice, practice. Practice brings perfection, and with more practice you can know all the GMAT tricks.
Make sure that you have energy left, and make sure that you are alert while doing these questions, especially for the reading comprehension questions. Make sure that you don't have to read the reading comprehension passage again and again. If you do that, it can be catastrophic, and you might end up falling short of certain questions or leaving 2 or 3 questions, and that can really put down your score tremendously.
The clue is to be able to read fast. But if you don't have that experience, then you really should read a lot in English in advance, because the texts are extensive and you have to do it very fast.
You just need to know the grammar rules and apply them and be really attentive. But, you know, with the adrenaline, you'll end up being very attentive to anything. So you'll be fine.